This trading bot is actually too good to be sharing here on the internet, YouTube, Twitter, whatever, dude. I don't care though. I believe code's a great equalizer, and everything I find it here live with you. So I'm gonna show you every single day, no matter what. I don't care how good it is, how bad it is. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. I'm gonna show you everything. Jim Simons is the person that I'm following. Jim Simons is the best algorithmic trader to ever do this. 31.4 billion dollars. Do you think I need 31.4 billion dollars? No way. I got the crib already. I'm good. So I'm just gonna chill and vibe out every single day and show you everything that I find, good, bad, or ugly. I don't care. I believe code's a great equalizer, and I believe this too, dude. This is what I really believe. If you help enough people get what they want, you can have whatever you want in this world, dude. 777, that's the vibe. I believe you can have whatever you want in this life if you help enough people get what they want. So let's get what you want. You want to automate your trading? I did too, dude. Well, why? Because, dude, looking at these charts going up and down, how do you trade this? I don't know. I don't know. So I'm just going to show you everything here. This is a too good to be true. So we're going to do some more testing in here in order to make it less too good to be true. You can see the Sharp's not crazy, but the Sortino's better, of course. It's Bitcoin. The heavily optimized, if we look at the regular return here, let's just look at the non-optimized return here. The exposure time 75%. So most of the time it's in there, but you can see it's a 29,000% return for buy and hold, but 192,726% for this strategy here, dude. It's too good to be true. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to do everything I can in order to test it. Maybe some permutation tests, maybe some out of sample tests, maybe some walk forward testing. I don't know. We're gonna try it all, dude. But I believe code's a great equalizer. That's why I share all this stuff. And yeah, dude, just keep giving. You can have anything in this world if you lead with love. I promise you. I promise you, dude. You are your thoughts. They have to be positive, good thoughts. And they don't have to be, but if you want a good life. 64% win rate. Okay, best trade 30, worst trade. The drawdown is negative 63%. Now we used optimize, and overfitting is obviously a thing when you optimize with libraries like backtesting.py. But you can see here the return on the optimized one. I can't even tell you what the return is. It's like 2723. It's overfit, right? 59.87%. Okay, so this is all too good to be true. So what I want to do here is I'm going to just use O3 today, and I'm going to do a couple of different tests. First off, I'm going to say this. Here's the code. Please go ahead and walk me through all of the different types of tests that we can run in order to see if this strategy actually works, because it's too good to be true right now. So I want to do some out of sample testing, of course, and I want to do some walk forward testing, maybe some permutation tests. But give me your analysis of what the best test is to run first, and let's start from there. O3. I want to give it some of the stats. Did I give it the stats yet? I don't know. Yeah, okay. You can see all the returns and stuff of the non-optimized and the optimized here. So you can see that the returns are just disgustingly big. That the returns are just disgustingly big, and it's too good to be true. So we need to do all the testing we can in order to see if this actually works in the past. Okay, and the reason this is important is because when you optimize backtests, you can overfit them. And I follow this process each day. The process of automating your trading starts with the research of trading strategies. So yesterday I just had an idea. It was a simple idea. And I just tested it and it looked really good. So I was like, okay, let me optimize it. Okay, so now it's optimized and now the stats are too good. Okay, so too good to be true. My mom always told me if too good to be true, it probably is. So just like anybody that's saying, hey, you can just go build a bot and make $1 bajillion, or you can just have my bot and make $1 bajillion, that's too good to be true, dog. If it's too good to be true, it probably is. Never run anybody else's bot. You have to build your own edge. This is a system I use to build my own edge all day. The RBI system, that's all it is, dude. Process of automating your trading starts with research. That's the R. Research of trading strategies, R. Then backtest those strategies, see if they actually work in the past. That's the B, the RBI. Backtest. Backtesting is the process that we just did here to find these crazy stats on this return, on this strategy. Okay, well, After you back test and you see it actually works in the past, well, it might work in the future. So since it's just a might, I built a bot with tiny size. Okay, so that's where we're at now. But I want to do some more testing in between. And that's why we asked ChatGPT how we will go ahead and optimize it. All right, let's stress test this too good to be true monster in a systematic way. Below is a menu of robustness checks, why each one matters, what it tells you, and the order I'd run them in.
Don't run with the pack. If everyone is trying to solve the same problem, or a whole group of people, if that's the latest and greatest thing to do, don't do that. Do something original. Don't follow the pack.
Do something original, dog. Hold out of sample test. Do this first. Make sure the edge wasn't learned exclusively from the data you optimized on. Split the history into training, where you did your parameter search, and a completely unseen test segment. Typically splits 70% train, 30% test, or old regime versus recent regime. Pass criteria strategy on the test set should keep at least 50% of the train set sharp. Drawdown profile should remain similar. And trade distribution, hit rate, payoff shouldn't fall apart. Okay, so let's do that first. Let's go ahead and split this data here. This is a little ghetto, but whatever. You know, I'm a ghetto dude, so it just is what it is. Okay. Let's go ahead and say split data. Split data dot py. Okay. And here, please build me a tool that will split this data into whatever percentages I want, so we can have a test set and an out of sample set. So if I said like 30% OOS and 70% IS, then it would take the first 70% as in sample and the last 30% as out of sample. And then it would save it right into the same data folder, starting the name with OOS or IS. Save it right back. Save it right back. Save it right back. Just keep running it back every single day. I don't care. Copy path. I don't care, dude. I don't care. I'm here forever. I'm not going anywhere. I'm sorry. I'm locked. I'm always going to be locked. You guys are going to leave. I've seen you guys leave. There's less people here than there used to be. Why? Because people are they're quitting crypto. Why would you quit? Why would you quit? Everybody's down bad. Let's step on the gas. Let's step on their head. Are you really a killer, bro? Are you really a killer? They down bad right now. Let's step on the gas. Let's step on the gas, dude. Come on. This is when we eat. This is when we eat, bro. Come on. Come on, dude. Come on. Don't stop. Don't stop. I know you had those thoughts. You want to stop now. Don't. Please. Thank you. Okay, let's run this. Let's split the data up. We got them split. Okay, let's say in sample first. Copy path. I know this is a little bit cheat, but I'm going to test it some other ways too. So let's go over to the strategy here and let's put in the new, where is that? Where's the data at? .csv. Okay. Okay, so this is test. Okay, first up, hold on. Let's do this. This is the in sample. And then I want to go ahead and save this data. This is the OG data. Okay. I know this is kind of cheating, but whatever. I want to get a bunch of tests going. Okay. OG. Okay. .csv. Okay. Let's say the data path here. Let's call this the OG. The OG. And then this will be data path equals that. Okay. Okay, now let's see how it does on this data here. Am I still a data dog or what? Is he still a data dog or what? Okay, so I'm just going to do a bunch of tests up here. So first off, I'm going to go ahead and run this one. So this is the IS. Okay. And now let's run it. Damn, my fingers is quick today. My fingers is quicker. They quicker and quicker every day, dude. Okay, that's what the equity curve looks like, so you can see it. It's optimizing now. And I'm just going to be quick with it, and I'm not going to over optimize it. I'm not even going to look at the optimization. Okay, so you can see it's a 73,000% return versus buy and hold of 7,000. Drawdown. Okay. So this is unoptimized because if you optimize it, then it's just going to be less real. I mean, that's how I interpret it, at least. I'm only on year 4 though, so if you got ideas, let me know, please. I'm here just learning, showing everything all the time. Okay. 188 winning trades. Okay, so that's the in sample, and then we'll go ahead out of sample and see how I do. I haven't optimized it. This is literally the first idea I had. With 10%. Okay, stop loss and take profit equally. It looks like it's profitable, but the drawdown is heavy. The drawdown is heavy, but here in the optimized one, the drawdown is not as heavy. Let's go look at it. Max drawdown negative 26. So, maybe you can get it lower. Just be careful with over optimizing. That's why I run all my bots with tiny, tiny size, because just because it worked in the past does not mean it's going to work in the future. And you know that, dude. Maybe you don't. So now you do. Wow. Wow. So much knowledge coming at you every single day, my. Wow. Ow, the sample copy path. Wow. .csv. Okay, in sample, out of sample, data path. That's right, son. And then let's copy this, copy. And then I'm gonna have the AI talk to me about this. All right, let's see if this still works on the other data. Okay, it does. You can see that still works. Final peak, max drawdown is 77. Drawdown days is 1024. Okay, that's pretty heavy, B. That's heavy, B. That's heavy, B. That's heavy, B. Okay, I'm not gonna let it optimize. Let's see how this did over here. Profit factor 1.2, expectancy 1. Okay. Sharp 000. Damn. Exposure time. Return is negative 14%. So it didn't work. And there we go. The flop. Okay, so here we go. I did an in sample and out of sample, and that's why you got to do those, dude. You got to test them on different datas. Okay, okay, you can see that my in sample did well, but my out of sample didn't. Please recommend what the next step I should have. What's the next step I should do in order to keep robustness testing this? I did a 70% train and a 30% test.